Hello everyone. Welcome to yours Karnataka LMS Namma Shakti Namma Bhavishya, initiated by Department of Collegiate and Technical Education for the management students. It's a subject organizational behavior. I'm yours Ranchita Bia, presenting a topic on the leadership styles. This is the continued part from the previous previous session, wherein we have talked about other leadership styles like authoritarian style, laissez-faire, then democratic leadership styles and all. So in this, we study some more different leadership styles. So next one, servant leadership. It refers to decentralized style in which leader satisfies the needs of stakeholders first. An approach to leadership form in contrast to the drive for power or material acquisition. This style places the leader on the front line of day-to-day operation. Servant leaders empower employees, interact directly with clients, and recognize their organization's role as part of a community. Next one, situational leadership. It refers less to one specific style of leadership and more to the idea of leadership as an inherently adoptable responsibility. Situational leadership remains highly flexible at all times, capable of adjusting strategies, procedures, and vision according to organizations' circumstances, demands, and even to a shifting culture. The situational leader possesses the ability to adopt strategy to changing dynamics. This calls for a leader with the emotional intelligence to recognize organizational needs and the skill to act on those needs. The result is a leader who guides an organization through transformation, collaborates at the team level with personnel, and where necessary, takes decisive unilateral action. Next style is cross-cultural leadership. It acknowledges the increasingly global nature of business. The level of collaboration, competition, and partnership across international borders has spiked due to web technology and the deconstruction of global trade barriers. Cross-cultural leaders recognize that every country has different business norms, leadership practices, and cultural realities. This type of leader knows how to navigate these differences to unite culturally diverse partners, achieve unified goals, and create pathway to common ground. The cross-cultural leader understands that diversity is a virtue and resource rather than an obstacle. Next one, charismatic leadership. It depends significantly on the compelling personality of the leader. This type of leader will inspire others through commitment, conviction, and positive example. Charismatic leaders will usually possess strong communication skills, the capability for exceptional personal empathy, and the strength of personality to positively define company culture. The truly charismatic leader effectively creates a sense of shared purpose, nurtures the passions of organizational members, and unites personnel behind a single vision. This style is often particularly valuable in times of crisis. Next one, benevolent leadership. The original meaning of the word benevolent comes from the Latin bene and volent, which together mean wishing well for all. In other words, it is about being willing to be aware of what one's action create for everyone. We can be benevolent leaders in our personal lives as well as in our relationships and family. We can choose to be benevolent leaders in any other area of life as well, be it at work or in our various communities. With this, I end this session. We have seen different kinds of leadership styles in this video. Thank you for watching. Thank you.